being pretty is such an asset, then why do I still work? Why do I still have to work?
I'm back again with some more dating tips.
Something about referring to your husband as the hubby.
A good day, everyone. Continue to be Jenny with the program. Learn modern women. Today is part 31. We find out the reason why men are walking away from dating. Start now with girls of today.
One thing that I love about kids is that you can get them to do anything if you just frame it as a game. One of my favorite games is the sleeping dragon game, and that's where I'm a sleeping dragon and they don't want to wake up a sleeping dragon. And if you frame it as I'm a sleeping dragon, they're not going to wake you up because they think it's a game and they're going to have so much fun. So if you have a little kid, like a toddler age kid, definitely recommend the sleeping dragon game. They'll love it and you'll get to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's also what I love most about kids is I can have them so they can clean my house. But you sound exhausted. Make sure you get a good nap between 2 sleeps. And don't worry, those kids are gonna raise themselves.
So I've been hella paranoid that the guy I just went on a date with was going to see my TikToks about him and realize that I'm obsessed with him. So, like the smarty I am, I found him first and blocked him. Ha!
Yeah, of course you're not gonna admit that you made a mistake. When you made that TikTok about the guy that you liked, no, the smarty that you are, you blocked him, so now even if he liked you back, he cannot get in touch with you.
I'm back again with some more dating tips. Girl, if that man is in the talking stage with you, or if you guys are already official and he's on his Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook stories like this, like showing off the construction site, the office, the break room, the coworkers, hey. Girl, that man wants attention from all the other bitches watching his stories. Stay woke.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the last few years, being woke actually did help nobody or no. Maybe I should not say that. It did help you and women like you stay single. We see you for who you are and it helps us stay away. So maybe it's a win-win. I don't even know. How is that a dating tip? Dating tips should be open the door for her. Pull up her chair, chew your food before you speak. And if while during the date, she mentions herself being woke, ask for the check, split it and leave. That's as good as a dating tip. Well, just like yours. How's this for a different idea? If they're official,
All I want is a tall bearded man that will take me out to eat, grab my thighs in the car, and slap my butt when I get out. Is that too much to ask?
Are you crazy? That's up to 20 years plus a fine. So let me let you know that we are not doing that.
Being pretty is such an asset, then why do I still work? Why do I still have to work? Yeah. It's not as great as you think.
Yeah, bummer. It's because of the F word that I cannot say here on this platform. I guess what they didn't tell you at the weekly. Girl-only convention is that being strong and independent does come with a price.
If you are in the passenger seat of a car and the driver is maybe a little befuddled, confused, stressed, lost, and they say to you, "Is anybody on my right?" What do you do? How do you respond to that situation? What do you do? What do you say? Pause the video, comment, and come back. Because I was just in that situation. I was befuddled. I was lost and stressed to no end. And I turned to my friend and I said, "Hey, is anybody on my right?" And she said, I don't know. Anyway, I asked him, is it even legal to own a wallaby in this state? And then we nearly got taken out by a Jeep because she didn't help me and I needed help. And I'm embarrassed to say I got yelly, okay? I was like, what is wrong with you? Would it have been that hard to check my blind spot? And then I thought, whoops, that is not how you talk to humans. And so I immediately brought it back down. I said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have yelled at you. I think you need a kangaroo permit to own a wallaby in the state of Washington. And she was like, that's what I told him. And I was like, can you just acknowledge though that was a weird thing that you just did, that what you just, that's not customarily how that's handled.
Wow, you're all over the place in this one. First of all, yes, you don't need a permit to own a wallaby. Second of all, I don't know why you want to own that as a pet. They don't make great pets, especially for inside the home. But now that we got what nobody cares about out of the way, back to you. You're not a rally driver. You don't need a co-pilot to turn left or right. Try to understand the size of your vehicle, try to understand the blind spots, and if you still find hard to drive your car, just call an Uber.
Have y'all ever noticed the only sports that are considered not real sports are the ones that are female dominated? Because me too.
Yeah. I know, I hate men or patriarchy, shut up. What sports are you talking about? Exactly. Dart, chess, bowling, motorsports, snooker, golf. I'm not sure if bingo is considered a game or a sport, but that's the only thing you're dominating. Actually, there are a few more like gymnastics, but don't hate me for that. Okay, let's read this one as well. When you start acting delusional and unrealistic, and suddenly all that you wanted shows up. This is actually considered on TikTok to be a motivational speech. Yeah, I know, motivational speech. When exactly being delusional became normal? So let's see. Let's say for a second that I'm a young lady and I'm waiting for Prince Charming. If I'm delusional and Prince Charming steps into my life, is he the Prince Charming that I'm waiting for? Or is he the frog that I haven't kissed yet? To turn into a prince, if I'm delusional and unrealistic, I'm gonna consider him Prince Charming, riding on a 300 horsepower Mustang, but when I snap into reality, I'm gonna realize that he's the F-boy frog. I should have stayed away, and I'm gonna complain on TikTok that I cannot find a good man.
Something about referring to your husband as the hubby chills me to the bone. It strikes a perturbing chord. Hubby is just too cute of a word. It sounds like a nickname for a fat baby named Hubert. That would be super cute. Like, that's not your hubby. That's your husband. His name is Adam. He's 46 years old. You've been begging him to take out the trash and drive the kids to soccer practice. And then also the hubby, adding the with it, as if he is the titular hubby. As if there are no other hubbies, you know? The hubris.
Yeah, I know, right? Listening to other women being happy in their relationships. Wow, crazy, right? Yeah, I wouldn't want to listen to that either. When I'm feeling lonely and miserable.
I debated on making this video for a good 30 seconds, but I'm like, you know what? I got wine, so cheers. Okay. I'm going to start out with online dating apps are ridiculous. Okay. Got back on them thinking I was going to be something different here. And it's the same thing every time. Like, where are the true gentlemen? Like, the ones that don't ask for pictures. The ones that don't expect just hookups. Okay, I want a guy that actually cares about me and how my day's going and what I'm about. But no, 9 out of 10 of the ones that I've already matched with within a 15-hour period, they all ask for one of those things, and it's not the gentleman thing. So if you want to prove me wrong, if you're actually a true gentleman, okay, I'm taking, dog dad applications right now. Because my hopes are very, very low. Yep. But with that being said, at least I'm drinking wine.
Well, yeah, at least there's that, so enjoy your wine. But let's see, where are all the gentlemen's, well, if they are on dating apps, which not a lot of them are, they are getting 0 swipes, 0 matches, because you all go on dating apps, hoping for the 1% of men that are tall, fit, and successful. Some other gentlemen are in your DMs right now, talking to themselves because they're invisible to you, and some other gentlemen are just done with dating, and they just don't care anymore.
I tried to stitch a TikTok in which this girl was leaving like at 3 a.m. and paid for her own Uber after a guy told her that she could come over if she wanted to. Number one, if a guy makes you pay for your own ride, doesn't pick you up, and on top says you can come over if you want just so he can have sex, that man is using you. And I don't care if he says, I do like you, I'm just tired, I don't have money for an Uber right now, or whatever he says. If he is inviting you over and says you can come over if you want to have sex, I can guarantee you that as soon as he's done, he's gonna be like, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to sleep. You can go home though if you want. I've known of men that drive hours to see a girl for 15 minutes, not even hold her hand, just to be around her. Don't settle. Todas hemos sido pendejas, incluyéndome yo, y es por eso que les digo todo lo que les digo.
No, it doesn't matter if you speak English or Spanish. I'm still not going to take your word for it. Not even the king of shims will drive for a few hours, just to be around you for 15 minutes, and not even hold your hand. That's never going to happen, and I don't need to tell you that. I don't have money, or I cannot afford to pay for an Uber. I'm going to tell you from the beginning, I'm not paying for your Uber. I can pick you up and drop you off. But I'm not gonna pay for you to just ride along in a car. The only way I can see that happening is after we had sex, and I cannot wait to get you out of the house. But even then, chances are you're gonna pay for your own Uber.